What up? This is Mr. Swayze, and I'm back with part 2 of 6ix9ine's testimony. And if you thought the last video was crazy, after seeing these new tweets, you guys are in for a doozy. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, in the last video, we ended off with 6ix9ine saying, I gave Harv $25,000. I gave Shotti another $30,000 for a hosting at a club. I was gonna sing a song. Mel was like, where the money at? Shotti is like, I gotta take care of the homies. Homies gotta eat. We don't got no guns out here. We got to equip ourselves. Now, 6ix9ine continues, and he says, Harv said, stop picking and choosing when you wanna be gangster. When you show up and deal with a situation. Harv said, I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 sheep. 6ix9ine detailing the split of Harv and Shotti, with Harv now on trial saying Shotti, who pled guilty, is not as gangster as him. Harv told 6ix9ine to pawn his jewelry, get security, and, quote, live your internet life. Stop being Billy, end quote. Things seem to have been going south fast. Shotti would shake the barricades outside the strip clubs and scream, we the mob, we Treyway. Then someone screams, objection! So now they ask 6ix9ine, and how did Harv respond? And he says, he said, respect this dick. I'm laughing, but I'm not playing. 6ix9ine continues, we went to confront Trippie Redd in Times Square, but Frenchie was there. His protection when in New York City. Trippie should have checked in with us, 9 Trey. We drive off because there's a lot of police presence. Shotti fires 5 or 6 shots into the Sprinter van. They ask him what happened after the shots were fired, and 6ix9ine says the shots hit the car, turning to a robbery, and he answers, I was at 31 Kingston, my residence at the time, with George Rivera, my driver. 6ix9ine continues, Shotti put a bullet in the gun. I started filming. Question, why did you want to record? And he answers, to show that they disrespected us. And at this point, they're showing the video to the court. And it says, in the middle of Times Square, in the middle of the day, 6ix9ine says, what the fuck? I'm fucking famous by now, and someone's gonna see me with a fully loaded gun in my hoodie. We tried to flag some cabs down, but they weren't stopping for us, so we took the train. We took the A train from Times Square to Fulton Street in Brooklyn. Question, what happened to what you stole, the backpack? And he answered, it was put in 31 Kingston, my place of residence. It was like a trophy or something. Roe was the godfather. Shotti was second. Everyone was eating. We went to a strip club, Scarlett's. Harv pushed Nuke. Nuke started laughing. You want to do this right here? He made the motion like he had the gun in his hoodie. Then, around April, Nuke robbed Roe. I learned about it at a Mets game. We were taking a picture with Mr. Met. Shotti is screaming on the phone, Nuke robbed Roe. George goes to get the car ready. Shotti meets Roe on Sterling. Actually, I don't know where. Oh shit, this nigga 6ix9ine trying to get his snitching together. He's like, you know what, I don't want to make any false statements while I'm snitching. It continues. Nuke was asking Roe to set Rainbow up for him. Roe said no, slipped out of the car. Drama is mad that his car is all messed up. The window is shattered. Going back, Nuke was drunk, not even trying to dodge the bullets. The gun jammed and they drove off. Now 6ix9ine says Roe, who's Roland Martin, told him Nuke stole his car. It was embarrassing for us. The godfather of our lineup was robbed. 6ix9ine turns to Magoo, high-ranking blood in the prison lineup, and Frank White. Question, do you have any understanding of what the phrase, "you're not part of the fam," means? And he answers, "You're not a part of the game." What does that mean? And he says, 9 Trey. 6ix9ine moves on to the messages of 9 Trey member Coke Boy Mad Max, bodyguard for French Montana. Goddamn, how the fuck French Montana get in this shit? Now, 6ix9ine says that Miss Treyway's mother owns 370 Madison. And someone screams, "Objection!" But the judge said, "Sustain," as to speculation about ownership of the building. Now it says, turning to 2 shootings in Brooklyn on April 21st, 2018. 6ix9ine says he was with George. "I went to the bank, bought some clothes, and got some food at a Spanish restaurant. I was getting ready to perform at the Barclays Center. 2 guys are harassing me. George is driving my Suburban. They pull up parallel, recording and mocking me. So Shotti pulls out a gun, opens their door, and pistol whips them." Damn, this nigga Shotti was giving it up crazy. "We're telling Shotti to chill. It's a main street, Graham Avenue. The guys say, 'Come to Gates and Garvey.' We drive away. There's a garbage truck. We get caught behind it. Shotti cocks the gun, and he quotes, 'These niggas think I'm playing,' end quote. He runs towards the car. It goes into reverse. Shotti gets on one knee and starts firing. Bro, yo, my nigga Shotti was on some 007 agent shit. Who taught this nigga how to shoot? A Marine? He was on one knee dumping the steel at a moving car. Yo, this is a movie. But let's continue. Let me get it together. Now they question 6ix9ine and they ask him, "Mr. Hernandez, what happened after that shooting?" And he says, "We went back to Kingston. Then later that night I had a performance at the Barclays Center. The main event fight. Adrian Broner against some other guy. I don't remember his name." 6ix9ine continues, "Harv told me to stay away from Casanova. He's a bitch-ass nigga and a snitch." Now, at this point within the court, they're playing the song Billy from 6ix9ine, which was a song that was directed towards Casanova. And they ask him, "Follow protocol blood. What does that mean?" And he answers, "You know, protocol. Follow the politics of it." They also ask about the line, "I'm a killer too." Is it referring to 9 Trey? And 6ix9ine says flatly, no. Refers to the craft, art. Now it turns to the Barclays Center. And 6ix9ine says, "We're in a tunnel. The doors open and 30 of Casanova's people come rushing at us. 6 or 7 of us. They were trying to get to me, but I made my way to the back. Shotti told Fuquan Lovic to pull out the gun and shoot it." They ask him, in the Barclays video, who is the gentleman in the black collared shirt? And he answers, "George, the driver." "And what's Fullbanger doing?" "He's throwing up 9 Trey." Then they ask him, "What about the arm reaching in?" And 6ix9ine says, "Can you zoom in for me? I'm bad with my eyes." My eyes are bad. You're going to have to zoom in for me if you want me to crack this case, guys. But let's continue. 6ix9ine says, "We watched the fight from the car. But before that, I got on Instagram and mocked Casanova." Now 6ix9ine says he was in Cali when he learned of the shooting in Smurf Village through an Instagram live with Billy Otto. 6ix9ine describes the incident. saying Shotti pulled out a chrome 38. They ask him, did he use it? He says no. At this point, they read 6ix9ine's Instagram messages telling Billy Otto that the day he walked into the strip club taking the side of Harv, it was over. They put me in a position and I chose Shotti. I was supposed to perform at the event for a professional football player for $40,000, but it got shut down, so I went to the strip club. Now at this point, they're asking him about the jewelry. Driver George wraps it in Bounty and puts it in his daughter's Pampers bag. And 6ix9ine says, we're editing the video on Final Cut. I didn't know how to put a name template on it, so I tell George to get the car ready to drive to Park Slope. Andrew Green moved there because he was scared. And someone yells, objection! And it was sustained. We stopped at an intersection of Atlantic Avenue and Bedford by the shelter. We get hit from behind. George tells me, don't get out of the car. I'll let them go on their way, assuming it was someone drunk. George gets out of the car. He takes longer than usual. I see a guy running up with a gun. I could have tried to lock the door, but it was too late. The person who ran up was Harv's friend. Then somebody yells, objection! And the judge was like, the jury will disregard the description of someone as Harv's friend. 6ix9ine continues. He's like, shut the fuck up. Get out the car. Harv was there too, wearing a red hoodie. There was a scuffle. My driver wasn't making the situation any better. And then someone yelled again, objection! And the judge said, sustained. No opinions about the driver, just what happened. And 6ix9ine says, I was telling him, bro, I put money in your pocket. I did right by you. I was tired of being extorted. Harv goes in the car and takes my book bag with my laptop. They tell me to get in the car that bumped me. Harv gets in the driver's seat.
Run it, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, nigga. Get in the car, nigga.
Wait. Chill. Where your man at? Where your man at? Give me your money. Where your money at? Where your money at? Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. All right, get in the car. Get in the car. We're gonna shoot you.
No, you just get in the car. Get in the car.
Open the door. Open the door.
Let me open it.
I'll give you everything.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in it.
That's what I'm doing.
Aw, shit. Yo, this could be on Netflix. We drive like a minute, then Harv stops and gets out, running with a gun back to George, who's following us. George puts it in reverse. Now at this point, they're saying there's audio of the carjacking, and it says, get the fuck in. Chill. I'll put money in your pocket, bro. Where the fuck is everything? Get in the car with us, nigga. Then a call OnStar message in Spanish says, Tequila Taco Bell. Now at this point, they stop the audio and they ask, what was Harv wearing that evening? And 6ix9ine replies, a red hoodie. And 6ix9ine continues, I was pleading with Harv. I mentioned my daughter, then the judge cuts in and he says, your daughter was not there that night. Just say what happened. And he continues, I see a phone flashing like it was recording. Harv made me say 3 times, I'm not Billy. They picked me up from the floor. And then the judge cuts in again. And he says, let me see counsel at the sidebar. And the judge tells 6ix9ine to answer only the question asked. He says, Harv says we can just do this nigga right here. No one will ever know. This is a stolen vehicle. Harv asked, what are you exchanging for your life? And 6ix9ine said, stay with me till the morning. 6ix9ine offers to give Harv $100,000 in the morning when the bank opened. Nah, Harv said, what you got right now? They drove to Kingston. We came to an argument. If I gave them my jewelry, they would let me go. At that point, 6ix9ine asked his baby mother to bring the jewelry down. I was expecting to be let out the car, but Harv just kept driving. They let me out right behind Smurf Village. Harv said, "Get out the car." I said, "No, if I get out, you're gonna shoot me in my back." And Harv just said, "Get the fuck out the car." So I ran. I took the first left I could. I jumped in the back seat of a car. The guy said, "Get the fuck out my car." I said, "Bro, you need to relax at this point. Just drive." He made all the turns I made, a right, another right to Harv's car. After Harv drove away, I told the guy to drop me at the precinct by Quincy. Oh, that nigga was ready to tell at that moment. He said, "Fuck this." I asked for medical assistance. I went to Kings County Hospital. Shotti got me discharged. He took me to somewhere in Long Island, a hospital, where I'm guessing he got CAT scan and concussion medication. Later at 31 Kingston, I told Mel Murder what had happened. Shotti brought a big assault rifle. He said he was gonna go spin the block, looking to harm Harv. Now at this point, they're passing the disabled gun to the jurors and showing it off, letting them see it. And after the gun show and tell, the judge said, "Breaking for the day. 6ix9ine was supposed to be over by midday today, but it's going into tomorrow at least." And that's it for now, people. Yes, it gets crazier and crazier the more we read into these transcripts. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do, because I will be keeping you guys updated on the latest news when it comes to the 6ix9ine testifying situation. But if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. And I'll see you in the next video for part 3. But I'm off this.
Fuck the rotation. We just finished spacing. We're half on the O, and niggas still blazing. Man, fuck the rotation. We just finished spacing.